Hello Scorpios, welcome to your full moon reading. This full moon is happening in the sign of Cancer. Cancer is a water sign just like yours is. Cancer rules home and family, relationships, emotions, feelings, or subconscious. And so this full moon is happening in Cancer and it's on the 13th of this month. Full moon is a time of completion, revelation, realizations, new information, things like that. Things may come to the surface, and it can also make us feel a little bit sensitive and emotional. So just be mindful what's happening, and you want to take care of yourself. And so let's see what's coming through for you guys. This is for this moon cycle starting from this full moon till the next new moon. And Scorpio, if Scorpio is your sun sign, remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well. And do remember, this is a general reading. Some messages may resonate, some may not. Take what resonates for you, Scorpios, and leave the rest here, okay? If the message doesn't resonate, I would say check out your moon and the rising sign, or maybe, come back to it, and maybe, you will be able to connect with the reading. So let's see what's coming through for you. And I will pull 3 cards from the tarot deck and wrap it up with a spirit guide message. So if there is something that you want to ask the cards, bring that into your awareness. Okay, so maybe you will find a solution here. So keep an open mind, keep an open heart, and let's dive in and see what's coming through for Scorpio. All right, your cards are Knight of Wands. All right, travel is coming through. 9 of Swords. This came through for Cancers as well. 10 of Cups. Okay, so the energy is shifting now, which is beautiful. And 8 of Pentacles is on the back of the deck. And then 4 of Wands. Okay, there is nothing to be worried about, Scorpio. So that's what I'm getting from the cards. So yes, travel is coming through for some of you guys, something that you are looking forward to. This is a lot of, bringing you a lot of happiness. This is, time with family. Maybe you are visiting a friend or a family, something like that. Or it could be that you are taking a vacation. So a lot of what I'm seeing is happiness. You doing things together, doing things together with people you love, or it could also be your community, your friends. Celebration is what I'm seeing here, or it could also be you feeling at home. Maybe this has to do with harmony, inner peace. So you are feeling very peaceful. Very much needed, because this is what's in the middle of the spread. All right. On the other hand, what I want to say is here with 8 of Pentacles, this is a card of perfection. So right now, what you are seeking, some of you guys, what you are seeking is perfection. It could be your work, a project that you are working at. It could be your relationships. It could be self-expectation, the way you want to show up. And whenever you drop the ball, you may feel this way, judging yourself, criticizing yourself, and feeling regretful about things like that. Because here what I'm seeing is Knight of Wands with this. This may have something to do with some conversation not going well. And so if this has to do with relationships, what I want to say is, before you go into that conversation, just make sure that you are understanding things clearly. Sometimes when we are we are feeling emotional about things, then it will be, we say things, we do things, and that may not always go well, and then we feel regretful about things. So here, I've been there, done that, me included. I'm not a saint. Happens to me as well. So what I want to say is, now that right? Maybe think about before you respond. Just remember to take a step back and really look at things from all perspective, like a 360-degree view, right? What I mean by that is know how you are seeing things, but also put yourself into the other person's shoes and see what they are, they're how they are seeing things. I'm not saying like, your feelings are not valid. What I'm saying is that will help you make the right choices and decisions. This could mean letting go of some people, letting go of certain things. It could be, something that you are working on. If this is not giving you the fulfillment, the satisfaction that you are seeking, maybe you are redoing things. Maybe you are making some kind of adjustments, or it could be relationships, people, groups you belong to, and things like that. So what I want to say is do what is good for you, and it will be good for everybody. Uh, yeah, self-compassion is extremely important. This could be, a lot of self, judgments, uh, beating yourself down for something that happened. But with this card, what I want to say is, yes, that happened. Now what, right? By that, what I mean is sometimes sometimes things happen, but what we do at the present moment also matters. For instance, if you think you overreacted, then it could mean like going to the person, having a conversation, sending an apology, things like that. Or if this is like something that happened long time ago, this is about you finding peace, and everything happens for a reason. This also has to do with being practical, being our emotions, our feelings are important, but our intellect is also important. So this is about finding that balance, right? Also knowing, okay, at that time it was a different me, now I'm a different person. If that happened to me now, maybe I will respond in a different fashion. Maybe, whatever happened in the past, that is also a lesson that you can apply in your present moment. Whatever is happening for you right now, it doesn't have to be the same person. It could be different people. But then what I want to say is, you also want to take care of yourself. Like sometimes, we are always, some of us, right, we criticize ourselves too much. Oh, I could have said that, I could have done this, or whatever the case may be, but we forget to show some compassion for our past, ourselves. So what I want to say is, with this, take care of yourself. You are important, and your whatever you are feeling now is in your hands. So how can you take care of yourself? That is important. And for some of you, this could just be, being busy. It looks like maybe you have several things to do, and you're also burning midnight oil, maybe, working throughout the night to finish things. So maybe that is what some of you guys are going through right now. So you can, go on that vacation. Maybe there are a lot of things that you need to take care of. So you are working diligently, making sure that things are perfect, things are in order, so you can then go and have that vacation, enjoy the time with your family, your friends, and things like that. For some, this is sleeplessness. So be aware of your sleep patterns and what you can do to make sure you are getting some rest. So it could be like, if there is something bothering you, it also has to do with talking it out. So it could be someone you trust, or it could be therapy, healing, something like that. Or this is something in our hands, so it also has to do with whatever it is that you can do. So for maybe this has to do with making some changes in your routine, like for instance, doing something that's helpful, like a walk, writing things down, um, you know, yeah. So whenever things show up, comes to the surface, how you are dealing with it, instead of dwelling in what's not going well. These things, this is important. What is it that you are grateful for? That is also important. What all the things that you are blessed with, you know, what is going well for you? That is important. So yeah, it's getting out of this situation is in our hands. We don't have to wait for somebody to rescue us, right? Instead, we can do whatever it is we can, in order to get out of this situation. And that's exactly what you guys are doing here. Ten of Cups is a card of peace and harmony, balance, and celebration. That is something you are not seeing, Scorpios. So look at this card. This showed up like this. This person, this is right in front of them and they are not seeing it. So it could mean that maybe the energy is shifting and you are still in the transition period. So you can't see what's coming your way, right? It could be that. On the other hand, this could also be something that is in front of you right now and you are not seeing it. Why? Because you are still in the, what's not going well for you. You are still thinking about those things. And when our focus is on what's not working for us, we we lose sight of what's going right in our life, what's working well in our life, our blessings, the people who love us. It could be something to do with your creativity, your health, where you live, whatever the current present moment blessings are. So something to be mindful of. Okay. But this, whatever the situation is, this asks for self-compassion and self-care. So love yourself more is important. Loving yourself more is important. So Eight of Pentacles here has to do with perfection. So it could be that you are seeking perfection in your, it could be work related, it could be your relationship, or it could be, the way you are showing up. So maybe that could be the reason why this is happening. If it's work, it's like too much work and you can't take rest. Or it could be, relationships. If you are seeking perfection, you may feel this way. Again, it may have something to do with self-expectations. But the grace is 10 of Cups. So just bring this into your awareness. And the card is reminding you all is well. There is nothing to be worried about. And yeah. And the energy is shifting, and this is beautiful. On the other hand, you might have to, when it comes to your daily task, you might have to go back and fix things. So this has to do with repeated tasks. So when it comes to your, if important documents, contracts, agreements, things like that, communication, emails, messages, things like that. Before you send them out, before you sign that contract, pay attention to the details, the minute details, right? So maybe, this could mean rushing through things, and that can lead to frustrations. So what I want to say is take your time and go through these things slowly, so you are not missing important details, or else you might have to go back and redo things. Or for some, it's also about doing something repeatedly because you want to perfect something. Maybe you guys are, this could also be training. Maybe you guys are in training, or it could be that you are working on a project or something, or it may have something to do with your creative projects. Maybe, you are not finding the flow, too much head. happening here. But then it's changing. See here, it's about being in the flow. So you might have to, if you want to perfect something, you might have to do something like repeatedly again and again to make it perfect. So maybe that's what some of you guys are doing here. Yeah, you're moving into beautiful energy, so that's lovely. For some of you, you are also working on your routine. This has to do with going back to a routine, and it's kind of actually making things much easier for you. It could be that you are letting go of certain things, goals, things that you were working on, in order to, maybe you are simplifying things. That's coming through for all water signs. I read for Pisces and Cancer. It came through for both of them, and it's coming through for you guys as well. So yeah, so maybe a routine is important for you at this time. Like for instance, it's and it's helping you create that balance, and also making sure that you are completing things at the end of the day without feeling this way. This is joy, fulfillment, and satisfaction. So maybe you guys are letting go of certain things in order to adjusting your routine in such a way that you are taking care of things that are important for you, but you're also doing things that are more nurturing, that makes your heart happy. Yeah, a structure, doing things in an order, and going through, it could be a to-do list, it could be like taking your own time to slow movement, going through the day slowly without rushing through things, and that is helping you find that inner harmony. Okay, now let me see what's your spirit guide message is. If you are feeling this way, Scorpions, this could also mean that you are reaching out to someone you trust, and they are very welcoming. That's what I'm getting. They have your best interest at heart, someone who loves and someone who cares for you. It could be a friend, family member, or it could be therapy or something like that. So whatever the situation is, if there is something that's bothering you, reach out to the right people. That is what some of you guys are doing. I don't see, there is no judgments there. There is no, this is like clean energy, healing, clean energy. Okay. Scorpions, your spirit guide message is independent. All right. So on the other hand, what I want to say is Knight of Wands here could also be somebody else's energy. Okay, someone rushing in, and they have their own things going on in their mind, and that's making you feel this way. So yeah, it doesn't have to be your energy. So just be careful of what you are allowing in, what you are taking in, where your focus is, and what you can just ignore. So if you really want to invest your mental energy there, things like that is in your hands. Okay, so the message here is your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. Let me read this out to you. Okay, bust is number 33. All right, so the message here is, like the cat, you are fiercely independent, yet you also need affection and playful companions. Now is the time to balance your social interactions with solitude. While you may ask others for their opinions, ultimately you must make your own decisions. Your freedom and independence are top priorities, so ensure that these characteristics are nurtured. Okay, that reminds me of something before I move on to the next line. In relationships, it's important not to lose yourself, and that's coming through, and I don't want to forget it. So I'm just want to share with you before I go on with the rest of the message. So yes, it's important to hold your own in relationships, whether it's a new relationship, whether it's a family member, parents, children, siblings, friendships. It's important to hold your own. You don't want to lose yourself in that relationship. By that, what I mean is, you don't always want to let the other person make decisions for you, and share your opinions, your thoughts, and stand up for what you believe is right. And so be independent, be free, and it also may have something to do with emotional dependencies and how someone else's actions are affecting you. So then you have to make the right choices. Again, like I mentioned, what you want to hold on to, what you want to allow is in your hands, right? So maybe, it's about letting go of certain people, interactions, conversations, staying away from conversations that are not good for you, or it could also mean just ignoring it, ignoring things. You are important, right? So yeah, spend time alone, give yourself permission to play, ask for your needs to be met, make your own decisions, work with cats, pay attention to your pet feline, or get a new cat. Maybe something to do with a pet. Or the Egyptian goddess Bast transforms into a cat each night and protects her family and those who call upon her with her all-seeing night vision. She exhibits the cat-like traits of the feminine, which includes gracefulness, independence, playfulness, and intuition. Bast also works with cat lovers to help their feline companions. The daughter of the sun god Ra, Bast has the rare distinction of being both a moon and a sun goddess. All right. So maybe, some of you guys are getting a pet or something to do with a pet here, or it could be, relationships. So, but then lovely energy, just take good care of yourself. And I will see you in my next reading. Till then, enjoy your weeks and sending you all full moon blessings. Bye-bye.